different emotional personality types. Now, these personality types are emotionally based and not skill based, if that makes sense. You can do personality tests like Strength Finder. I think that's a cool test, but they even state on their website that can change. You can learn more skills. You can learn how to communicate better. This is kind of your emotional default mode, if you will. What you're going to do as I talk about these is you're going to pick two that best resemble your type. Now, every single thing that we list in here as a trait is probably not going to be you, but globally speaking, which one of these best resembles you? Does that make sense? Now, there are strengths and weaknesses to each trait. And so the whole idea with why we would use the oil for a personality type is to enhance your strengths and kind of shore up those weaknesses, if that makes sense. This can help you to better understand yourself and better understand other people. And our advanced class is going to focus on this a lot. It's going to be like, okay, this is how I am. This is how my spouse is. This is how my kids are. These are how I can interact, connect, work through problems better based on that. What types of things do I need to work on, and what types of things do my friends and family need to work on? How do they need to be communicated to? What is it that they really like and enjoy, and things like that. So there's a lot to that, which we're going to talk about in the advanced class. So we recommend that you use the personality type oil morning and evening. You can do it more than that, but at least morning and evening. And you're going to just put it on and breathe it, same spot, same thing. And you don't have to focus on anything when you do this. You just breathe that in. You can focus in on your strengths if you want to, but you don't have to. So let's go through the 5 types. Now, once again, your type is what it is.
Does that make you more of yourself or less of yourself or more rounded or
So that's a good question. What does that do? So I like to think of it like this. Like here's a balanced me. Here's how I act when I'm not a good me, right? So certain personality types may be more controlling or more demanding or whatever, right? Less empathetic when they're in not a good place, right? And then this is how they act when they're in a good place, right? So they tend to exude these strengths when they're in a good place. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to strengthen up our strengths and shore off the weaknesses. You can't change your type though. Your type is what it is. Okay? So does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
You want to really exude your strengths. That's what we're doing. And as I read these, it'll make sense kind of the way we've got it structured. We're going to talk about kind of like the strengths and the weaknesses. Now, once again, your type is what it is. You can't change this. You've been born this way. And you may be able to learn skills from another personality type, but you can't become that type. Like you just are the type that you are. So it's really what your emotional default mode is. It really comes back to what you value the most. So Copaiba is our first type. We call these the lovers. They value relationships, harmony, being appreciated. That's their number one thing. So what I mean by that is they may value other things as well, but they want the relationship to be intact first. So they are peacemakers. They are sensitive to others. They are supportive. They are good listeners. They are pleasing, agreeable, easygoing. They tend to be more empathic. They're the types that can just, somebody walks into a room and they're like, uh-oh, and they can just see that somebody else is having a hard time. They don't even, the other person may not even know it, but they can see it and feel it, sense it. They tend to be good givers, caring, and they avoid conflict. These guys are peacemakers. They do not, it's very, very stressful for them when people are confrontational or when there's conflict. Because